Nice, look at it. Nice pieces.
Yeah, we gotta get a seawall put in there too on the front.
73, all aluminum.
Yeah, that boat actually took damage in Vietnam. It came back.
Wow.
Yep, we fixed it.
Wow, is that nice, eh?
Yeah, it's got 25-inch props on it, great big giant props. Yeah, I like it.
But it's
But that's a filter.
that is actually a fuel.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. There you have it.
Man.
I gotta have Dave weld up. Long story. The reason we took this plate off is you can run these controls can either be excavator controls or backhoe controls. And
Oh, and you have to switch it?
yeah, and you got to switch it, and we switched it because I got. Here, look at that for a second. Darren there, Darren Jr. likes excavator controls. Me, I don't know because I don't care. I was learning on backhoe controls because Tom Martian likes backhoe controls, so I got to relearn. But that's okay. I wasn't very good at it anyway. Time to relearn. Oh, got to be dug up. He's gonna, and it's shallow way over there. I mean, my neighbors are gonna appreciate the fact that I take some of that dirt that out of there and put it here, because when the water is low, which it will go low again, that gets really shallow and they have to put little PVC out there just so they don't run aground in their bigger boats. This gets really shallow right in here.
And you'll take your depth out to the channel.
Well, no. We can't go all the way out the channel. Pretty much we can go pretty much a beam the end of the seawall.
This is like 8 feet right here now.
No.
Yeah.
Well, way out there it is.
Oh, here.
No.
Yeah,
8 feet
I just
deep?
measured it, yeah.
Look at that. That's Daisy and Duke. Daisy and Duke on the pile. With Darren Gabriel. Thank God for the Gabriels. If it wasn't for them, this thing would not be happening. Wow. Look at that thing push that stuff.
Look at her. Look at that baby.
Yep. We're going to knock it down again.
So he brought the mini excavator over here and did that?
Yeah, he did that all with the mini excavator. Those piles there, that's to keep what's now oozing from going into the wetland back there. Well, yeah, he goes, how much dirt do you want?
And that's how deep you'll
Well,
go.
we're going just the permit. Permit says 7 feet below the ordinary high water mark. That's what we're doing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Don't want to upset Katie or Rachel.
Oh.
They've been good to me. You guys have been good to me. They're invited to the party too. When we do the grand opening of the Bakers on Wellington, they have to show up.
I hope I'm alive by then.
Thanks a lot. We're going as fast as we can.
If he says you have to wait till spring to move this around, what does that mean? After you move that around, what's next?
Well,
Then it's got to dry.
I hope we don't have to wait till spring. If we can get a bunch of really dry, warmer than normal fall days, this stuff is actually, this soil's pretty good it dries better than some of the more clayier soil around here. So I'm hoping that we can knock this down faster than in the spring. But we may have to wait till spring, I don't know. If one thing I've learned is patience on this thing.
So what's next?
What's next is to hopefully he's going to get as much dirt as we need, because they're schooled at this. They know they can pretty much build a pile and say, all right, this is going to spread out and you're going to be able to have enough dirt. After this, it's knocking this down, letting it dry out, knock it down. Hopefully we've got enough of it. Once it's all at grade, it's 2 to 5 inch. They call it sugar rock. It's riprap. We're going to bring in 90 ton of that. And we're going to finish up the rest of the seawall in riprap, which goes all the way along where those white poles are. Once that's done...
Is that caged?
No, not caged, not gabion. Nope, it's just a natural, we're going to have a natural 45, 50 degree embankment. And then we're going to lay down some anti-vegetation mat and then lay down the rock on top of that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to call it good.
Well,
Theoretically, his plan is once he gets a bunch of this all built up, the excavator off the barge, put it on here and move it and spread it around. He says that's the fastest way of doing it. So it's going to be interesting to see him do that.
Scott,
getting it off the barge and then getting it back on the barge once he's done.
We got some beautiful pictures over there, him digging up and bringing.
We're going to drive some wood pilings for the cottage. Brandon and I are going to put in the septic field. And after that, we're going to have if you want instant gratification, which is normally me, we're going to have a sod laying party. A big sod laying party. It's either that or wait all summer for the grass to grow, and we'll see
How long will your telephone poles have to be for your house?
You know what? I don't know, to be honest with you. We haven't gotten that.
These guys know.
Yeah.
Buried cedar just lasts 100 years.
Cedar, yes, even oak, you bury it in the ground, it'll last forever.
Oh yeah.
The problem with wood is it will frost heave, and our neighbor there had a real problem with frost heave on their deck, especially when it gets so cold in the winter these days. We had a frost line go down 5 feet down here. Popped up a bunch of wood. So we're still doing a little bit of research. Do we put in wood? Do we put in steel? Do we just put in good old-fashioned? I mean, they never did that before. They just put in cinder blocks on top of pads and then adjusted their house all the time. You know what I mean?
Don't drywall it.
We'll see.